3,
Fetch for three.
2,
Now going for two for the tie. And some trickery. How about that play?
1.
Caught it relaxed and smiling. Oh!
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Three3. I'm your host Connor Roundtree. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsWithTree. Why am I wearing a boxing glove? Simple. Number 3 this week, it's a huge boxing weekend. Starting tonight, Ryan Garcia takes on Jason Velez in a super featherweight bout in California at the StubHub Center. Who is Ryan Garcia? He was born in 1998. That makes him 19 years old as of right now. 14-0 as a professional, 13 knockouts, 11 of those knockouts have come within the first 2 rounds, and he feels pretty confident about his next bout.
When you know, you know. When you're a fighter, you just know. I just know I'm going to knock him out in 4 rounds.
Garcia is so confident, in fact, he already called out Floyd Mayweather's protege, Gervonta Davis. Now, on the other hand, Jason Velez is 30 years old. He has a 26-4 record. He has more wins than Garcia has had birthdays. But I think King Rai, with his speed, his tenacity, and his confidence, I'm pretty sure he's going to finish him inside the first couple rounds. On Saturday night, over the pond, we have a heavyweight grudge match. David Haye versus Tony Bellew 2. These two Englishmen really don't like each other. Last year, Tony Bellew went up 2 weight classes just so he could punch David Haye in the face. Bellew was a huge underdog, and it wasn't looking so good early on. Haye was landing some solid shots, but in the 5th or 6th round, David Haye suffered a huge Achilles injury. He was able to keep going in the fight. He fought through like a champion on one leg. Bellew actually knocked him out of the ring. Haye was able to get back to his feet, but his corner threw in the towel. You can see this week, these two guys are shoving each other at the press conference. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's going to be a great fight. I think David Haye will come out on top. He knows his career is approaching an end. He's a legend of the sport. He's gone the distance with guys like Vladimir Klitschko. I think if Haymaker lands one of those haymakers, it's night-night, Tony Bellew.
2.
Hey, hockey fans. If your favorite team's been eliminated from the playoffs, don't worry. You can still see your favorite players play. The World Hockey Championships kick off today, and Team Canada is looking pretty good. Connor McDavid will captain the team. He'll be joined by Edmonton Oilers teammates Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Darnell Nurse, as well as former Oilers teammate Jordan Eberle. So the Canadians, they're looking pretty stacked up front. From a Maple Leaf perspective, if you're a Leaf fan, you'll get to see Freddie Anderson backstop the home team Denmark, and goaltender Curtis McElhinney will be in the pipes for Team Canada. But if we're talking goalies, check out these things. Scott Darling's equipment. Look at that. Those, whoa, he looks sharp. And then the American captain, Patrick Kane. So they're going to have some scoring as well. But a team to look out for in this tournament for me is the Russians. Pavel Datsyuk is playing. They won the gold medal as the Olympic athletes of Russia. I think a world championship gold would go really nicely with that gold medal to solidify themselves on top of hockey. And I think we might actually get to see Putin smile.
1.
And our number 1 sporting event to keep an eye on this weekend is NASCAR. All 3 NASCAR series will be running this weekend. Friday, we got the trucks. Saturday, the little boys. And Sunday, the big boys racing in the AAA 400 for autism. My pick, last year's winner, Jimmy Johnson. He's won 6 times here at this race in Delaware. I think he's got the momentum from last year, and he's the best on this track. So I like Jimmy Johnson there. It's a great cause. Let's go. Now, our number 2 tonight was some hockey, the World Hockey Championships to be exact. So let's make our trivia question an international hockey-based question. Here's your clue. I did mention this country in tonight's episode. Who won the gold medal at the 1936 Olympic Games? Thank you for joining us here on Three3 this week. For my producer, Aaron Canton, I'm Connor Roundtree. You can find me on Twitter at SportsWithTree. Cheers, you've made it to the weekend.
Take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really want to make you